Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Overnight, Russia launched 100 drones targeting Ukraine, according to the country's Air Force. Officials said 37 drones were shot down, while another 47 disappeared from the radar, likely jammed by electronic warfare system before reaching their targets. The drone strikes caused damage across the Kharkiv, Donetsk, Dnipro, and Kyiv regions, but no casualties were reported so far. Meanwhile, on Monday evening, Russia's defense ministry reported shooting down 51 Ukrainian drones. Later that night, Ukrainian drones attacked Russia's Bryansk region, with the Kremlin saying that 102 drones were intercepted and the regional governor reporting one person killed and another wounded. The presumed target was the Kryvyi Electronics plant, a facility manufacturing microelectronics for the Russian military. On the front line, Russian forces have once again captured almost the entire city of Torsk, with only the western part around the village of Srebrenica remaining under Ukrainian control. Moscow's forces are trying to encircle the settlement with strikes from the southwest through the village of Sukha-Belka, occupied by the Russians and sitting east from Torsk itself. If Ukrainian defenders are forced to leave the village, the Russians will reach the western end of the reservoir, beyond which lies the city of Konstantinivka. Now, in addition, Russian troops are making their way from Torsk and its eastern outskirts to the eastern end of the reservoir. Turning to the Middle East, Israeli forces launched a missile attack over the Gaza Strip. The Palestinian Ministry of Health reported that Israeli military strikes on Gaza Strip killed at least 71 people and wounded 153 others. Since the resumption of hostilities in the region in March of this year, 2,222 individuals have been killed and 5,751 injured. On multiple sections of the front, a growing number of Russian troops are now moving in motorcycle groups, sometimes in formations of tens or more. While this tactic increases speed and maneuverability, it also significantly raises the level of risk. Ukrainian forces have mockingly dubbed them motorsappers, a sarcastic nod to the fact that these riders often end up triggering mines or becoming easy targets for Ukrainian drones and artillery, unintentionally clearing paths for others. Though motorcycles may offer some tactical advantage in rapid assaults or scouting missions, they are highly vulnerable on a battlefield saturated with civilians, drones, loitering munitions, and improvised explosive devices. In many cases, the speed advantage isn't enough to outweigh the exposure and lack of armor. There's a grim reminder that desperation often leads to innovation, but not all innovations are survivable. "20 kilometers from the front line, Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance spotted enemy movement. A truck parked deep behind Russian lines. And suddenly, two lone infantrymen climbed out and began walking straight towards Ukrainian positions. As Kyiv's drone teams swapped out multiple batteries, these Russian assault troops trudged forward on foot across open ground, a slow, hopeless advance. By the time they reached striking distance, one was already staggering. And when his fellow was eliminated shortly after, the other Russian seemed to resign himself to his fate. This is what Russian tactics have come to, setting soldiers on suicide marches, treated like expendable livestock. Meanwhile, the Pentagon drone unit continues with its efforts precisely, efficiently, and above all to protect Ukrainian infantry from senseless risk. Soldiers from Ukraine's 1st Tank Brigade carried out a bold and precise operation to rescue 3 captured Ukrainian soldiers using drones. Now, this mission began with tactical drone strikes to separate the prisoners from their Russian captors. And once isolated, the captives were guided to safety while enemy forces were neutralized. This operation is a powerful reminder where drones in modern warfare are not only tools of destruction, but they can save lives as well. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.